was expecting to escape the hot weather in Tel Aviv, which right now is hell. Seriously, like so humid and so hot, and I was expecting to come to this really, really cold place. But I heard that yesterday it was like that, so, but I missed it. The sun is following me. I'm off the radar. Off the radar, well, the initial intention behind this song that was eventually the title of the album was kind of expressing the fear that we have in not being recognized, not being remembered, or the will that we all have to be acknowledged by our environment. We all need this love coming from our environment. When I try to kind of sum up the subjects that I'm talking about in this album, it talks about the relationship between the individual and the society, and how it branches to many different subjects. But also, I talk a lot about where I come from, which is Israel, and what is happening around me politically and socially. And I try to kind of, through the music, understand the world around me in my immediate environment. I try to process what's happening around me. And I come from a very, very specific situation. So I have a lot to say about that, and that is reflected a lot in the album. And feed you inside the lines. Eventually, when you hear the album and you compare it to what you hear in the set live, it's not very different, because it is very easy to translate electronic production into live music. But what is different is that I have two human beings, not machines, playing the music live, all the layers of the music. And because they are human beings, and that is what I wanted, because I always had the option, and the easy option, to just have a computer with me and kind of play with, electronic instruments myself, and, twist some knobs and press some buttons. But I really wanted the music to have this transformation into something that would feel very real. And when you add the human part to it, you add people who, no matter how amazing musicians they are, they would make mistakes. They would make things sound kind of off sometimes. That is what I like about playing it live with people, and that is the main difference between the album and the live show, which is, there is a very, very strong human aspect inside of it, and you can really feel the liveness, and how the rhythm and how the whole structure of the song feels like it's breathing. It's not just a machine that is playing everything so accurately. It is still a part of the Off the Radar tour, and it's basically the first proper tour, because everything we did so far was going back and forth into festivals and back home. But we have new songs that are not in the album, and still some songs that we never played live before. But I think that what people can expect is pretty much the same, but with some additions from later new materials that are not included in the album. I'm off the radar.